Hey there, guys. Welcome to another action figure review. And today's topic in this action figure review, we're going to look into Twin Snakes. Now, apart from them being my favorite candy, they are a good metaphor for life. For you see, you got to take the sweet with the sour. And hey, this is my favorite flavor from them. I can never just have enough. Such is the duality. I'm gonna leave that. Anyways, we're gonna be dealing with a different Twin Snakes when it comes to these action figures. Whereas none of them are sweet. And they're both pretty sour. They're actually the same person, to be honest. So, for this action figure review, we're going to look at the retro line Cobra Commander G.I. Joe Classified and number 166 Cobra Commander in combat armor, which I think it's based off of like his version. Geez, I should have checked the Yojo resource website beforehand. But this is pretty much like, I think this is like, for sure this is like his third like revamp redesign. This is after the G.I. Joe movie. I'll get into this when I review the figure. You know what? Let's look at this guy first. I guess we're gonna look at him right now. So, do not have enough of these. Take a good look at the packaging on this figure. And I want to say that I think they're straying away from like really unique artwork, because the early G.I. Joe Classified line had like very unique like designs and drawings on them. Like I think they use like a different artist. I think they're starting to like streamline it a bit more. They're starting to use the same artist for all those things, and I think that works in a way. A lot more uniformity goes a long way, but I think a big mistake is the fact that they keep changing the packaging. They keep changing like how it looks, the colors of the packaging, and I don't know what's up with like. I know this is my eternal gripe. Toy lines continually change their packaging. They just don't stay the same. I'm shocked that Jada Toys has actually remained the same, consistent with their Street Fighter line. It's just a shame that they actually had to do oversized boxes for some of the figures. For some of the bigger figures, because it would have been amazing if they would have just been able to have all of them like in the same box, but maybe that might have been too much to ask, with exceptions to the comic exclusives, of course. But regardless, you see a nice glamour shot right there of Cobra Commander in his combat armor. You see him right there in an action pose. You see an iguana right there, and you actually see his backpack. His infamous backpack. And yeah, number 168 in the classified line. He actually has like a slit, so I think they want to have collectors open them from the bottom, which is what I like to tend to do when it comes to like figures. I actually do like to open them from the bottom. So see, easy peasy. Let's get them out. Let's let them breathe. Oh, windowed packaging, by the way. Classified for a while were in windowless packaging, but they seem to have reverted back to the good side of history. Fuck the environment. I'm kidding. But yeah, see, nice Cobra logo right there in the background. And he came with the set iguana, fisted, another set of hands. So he has like grabbing hands right here, grabbing hands on the sculpt. He actually has one fisted hand for the right and one pointing hand as well for the right. Oh, and another fisted hand for the left. Okay, so he has three additional hands, 2 right, 1 left, or I should say 1 right, 2 left. Yeah. So, anyways, pause. So, like I was saying, he comes with 2 left hands, 1 pointing hand, 1 fisted hand, and 1 right hand. That's just a closed hand. This backpack, an alternate head sculpt, a human actually head sculpt. I just noticed that the head sculpt that he actually comes with looks kind of reptilian. So I guess he's in with the Bilderberg group, right? All right, so let's get this figured out. And yeah, so classified figures have always got excellent articulation, butterfly joints, torso crunch, waist cut, double jointed elbows, bicep cut, wrist rotation, wrist hinge, can do the splits pretty well. Even has a thigh cut that doesn't break the mold of the armor. So I mean, so you're not gonna be able to flip it all the way, but I think he cuts pretty damn well. And double jointed knees, of course, hinge on the foot, really good rocker and rotation. Oh shoot, it's too good. It looks like it's gonna break. So excellent. I'm right there. Is that reptilian sculpt? You guys could see right there. Lizard. Looks like one of the enemies in a V. You guys know what V is? Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, dropped his head. He lost his head. But let's get him that human sculpt. I think this is the sculpt that I'm actually gonna keep with him. So there you go. There he is. Much more classic Cobra sculpt. And he is based, of course, off of I think the backpack, if I do, it's infamous in collector circles because you really don't know how to pose it. Like the way it came is that if they want you to pose them like that, with the arrow facing up. But I heard that people like to pose them like that, like if it was a jetpack. Or at least they did back in the day. So that this backpack is kind of infamous in collector circles. He also comes with like a gun. And let's check out the lizard. Let's actually check out the lizard guy. So if I do recall correctly, the lizard actually does have articulation in the front legs. And that's about it. I'm shocked it doesn't have that much more articulation. I would have figured that, given Classified likes to do animal articulation pretty well, it would have had more, but okay. And plus, I think this this iguana is Serpentor, and Serpentor. I can't say it right. Serpentor. There we go. Serpentor, not Serpentor. It's Serpentor. And yeah, so it's based off of Serpentor, who got turned into an iguana as revenge because he turned Cobra into a giant. Well, it was a giant snake man, and then he turned into a snake. I was once a man. But yeah, overall, really great figure. Came with enough accessories to not feel bare bones. This was a plus. This is your one and only Cobra Commander. You can't really go bad with that, even though it's one of his much lesser known looks, unless you started collecting Joes in like the early 90s. So yeah, like I want to say that I even think that I think this is the mold that they also use for like those infamous backpack G.I. Joes that had the sounds and stuff. But yeah, regardless, can't go wrong with this. I'm gonna say that pinless as well. I just noticed that. Really solid figure all around. Even has a holster for the gun, so everything he has he could carry. That is if he carries the other one on his arms, like if it were Jub Jub. And yeah, let's give this guy an 8.5 out of 10. Very solid figure all around. I just realized I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna try to get my Cobra Commander, my actual Cobra Commander, before I actually get this retro out. That's what I should have took in the intermission, but oh well. Let's see if I could actually get him out right now. This is my Marvel tote, by the way. Pretty cool, right? Alright, let's probably see. Alright, yeah. So, as you can see, I have the much more modern Cobra Commander. Of course, this is a custom head sculpt. I think I made a video on it previously. So this is a much more modern Cobra Commander, but reason I got him out is just to do a comparison, and then I'm also going to do a comparison with the retro, with the actual retro Cobra Commander. So there you go. I told you guys you mix these up with the candy, man, and you're in bliss. Alright, so retro card, you could never go wrong with the retro card. And honestly, I think Hasbro should focus more on this, on just making retro card versions of all the classic figures, and they make gangbusters. At least something is better than nothing. But I do see what they're intending to do. They tend to always release the modern version of the figure first, and then they hook you with the retro version, make you double dip, make you spend money. You're happy with that roadblock? Guess what? We actually make a classic roadblock now to make you spend twice the amount of money on the same figure. So, haha, suckers, that's how they get you. And you can't go wrong with this packaging. And I like the fact that it's all in different languages, and actually, like the bio card, it has everything that you would probably need to know. Role enemy leader, primary specialty intelligence, secondary specialty ordnance, experimental weaponry, and of course his birthplace is classified, because he has multiple, like the Joker, he actually has multiple origin stories. Some people say that he's from Cobra Law, other people say that he's actually just like an insurance salesman from like Springfield, I think it's Springfield, Idaho or something, right? Or Springfield, Illinois or something. But yeah, and so he has multiple origin stories, and no one knows where he really came from. That's what makes him unique, and that's what makes him awesome with the head sculpt and the mask and all that stuff. You know, no one knows how he really looks like under a mask. They say that it's scarred, hence why even this head sculpt right here, you could actually make out some scars in this, like around his eyes. And I think even on this head sculpt, you could also make out a bit of scarring on his eyes right there. But yeah. So yeah, the fanatical leader rules with an iron fist. He demands total loyalty and allegiance. His main battle plan for world control relies on revolution and chaos. So there you go. Let's see. El líder del enemigo, especialidad principal, inteligencia, especialidad secundaria, artillería, armamento experimental, lugar de nacimiento clasificado. Este líder fanático gobierna con un puño de hierro y exige lealtad absoluta. Su plan consiste en alcanzar el poder absoluto y el control global a través de la revolución y el caos. Alright, let's open this guy up. As you can see, he has also a lot of accessories. He also has a pointing hand, but he also has fisted hands. He also has like a open palm hand, and he has grabbing hands on the sculpt. So there you go. And he actually has a base on the side, just like classic G.I. Joe figures. And yeah, let's look at it. Bam. Of course, it's a Stalker, and of course a Cobra Trooper. And I actually got this guy around the same time that I got the Star Wars 3-pack. And oh boy, do I have a story to tell about that. So so that package I ordered it off the the GameStop website. So I ordered it off the GameStop website, and I remember I ordered it. It was let's assume it was like December 1st, 2024. And normally I've ordered from GameStop before, and it usually takes a couple of days for them to even process the order and then ship out the packaging. Tell me why they try to get me dirty. And literally, supposedly they sent out the package the next day. Even they didn't process it. They literally sent it out the next day, and supposedly it got delivered the next day after that. So they delivered something in 2 days, whereas normally they usually would take like 5 days to deliver something. You know, so something was fishy there, and I literally had to fight, call, get into arguments, shouting matches, threat into like never shop at GameStop again, and I wound up getting a replacement package, thankfully. So that's all that really matters. And I mean, I did get assistance, you know, and I really appreciate that assistance. And yeah, so anyways, I wound up getting that, but even then I almost lost that package as well. But that's a story for another day, I suppose. So okay, so let's get this out. And of course he has a pistol. He also comes with a holster to holster the pistol. He has a knife. Does he have anywhere like a sheath for the knife? He also has a knife sheath right here on his side, so that's pretty cool. So he can actually store all his things as well. And I'm assuming that this back part is for his like a little communicator that he carries on his back. And yeah, so, and I'm pretty sure it plugs in on his back right here. So there you go. And that's pretty cool. And actually, you could actually use it to like carry more stuff. Feels like he's missing. Feels like he's missing like a huge gun, because you could have used this back part to carry more stuff. But yeah, that is so odd. The best thing about his scope is obviously the vac metal like reflective mask. It's so cool. He can actually look down pretty well. Not look up that well. Actually, I forgot to do this with this guy, but yeah, this guy, his head movement is just limited. So that's why I didn't really give him a 9. I kind of sense that like, the scope is he is pretty good, but his body armor actually gets in the way of certain articulation points. Let's see if this applies to Cobra Commander. Cobra Commander has excellent butterfly joints, or the retro one, I should say. Double jointed elbows. So he actually has a cut, bicep cut, and also has a cut on the glove, and also has wrist rotation and a wrist hinge. So he is full of articulation. He actually doesn't have a diaphragm, but does have a kind of like a crunch for the torso. Waist cut, does the splits excellent. Thigh cut is it was just a bit stiff. Yeah, the thigh cut is stiff on this one. I'm gonna have to like, he actually has drop down. He actually has drop down legs as well. Oh wow, that's amazing. There you go. I shouldn't have forced it. I should have heated it up myself, but I forced the articulation. He has thigh cuts, double jointed knees, and a boot cut. Even though he has like shoes, or boot cut down here, ankle rocker, and of course the hinge on the toe. He actually has really great articulation. Wow, color me impressed. I'm actually trying to pop off the head. I don't think it's letting me. Dang it. I'm actually trying to pop off the head. There we go. Got it out. Because I actually want to get this guy. Oh man. There you go. The head looks a bit too big on this one for this scope, if I do say so myself. So I think we're just gonna leave it on that. And this one, the older one, bam, there you go. See, it actually looks a lot better on this one. So I guess I'm gonna leave this one with that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the mask, it's not the color of the mask that throws it off. It's just the size, you know. Because I think even the color isn't that too far off. I think his mask is a lot darker in shade than his suit. So that's not the problem there. The problem is everything else, pretty much. Pop it back in. Paint job is pretty clean on this figure, and yeah, no complaints here. This is an excellent Cobra Commander figure. And let me see. Oh, what the heck? I feel like I dropped something. What the heck? I feel like it dropped, or does he store the gun back here? Maybe he stores the gun back here. What the heck? I'm gonna have to review the film. I could have sworn he had like a holster for the gun and a holster for the knife, but that might have just been the same thing for both things. But yeah, I'm gonna have to review the film on that. So I guess he'll probably store the gun here and the knife here. But either way, he's able to carry both things. And yeah, that's it. This Cobra Commander figure is very excellent for its price point. The only way I could see them triple dipping is if they actually give you the hooded sculpt, which I wouldn't leave it past Hasbro to do that, to be honest with you. For them to just start also get you to pay, because there is some controversy over the whole hooded Cobra Commander thing. Some people say that it's kind of like one of those like not like shadow banned, like Hasbro won't make the figure just because of like, well, I think I mentioned it in the previous videos, like, I mean, you can't really have like a figure of a guy in a hood that wants to terrorize other people, you know. That doesn't really set like a good metric, you know, in this tense in our current tense political climate. So I mean, but I don't know. I mean, that's the problem. I guess that's the problem with today's world, is that no matter what, you could paint this guy as a bad guy, and you're still gonna have some idiots that are like, oh, he's just misunderstood, or he has some great ideas, or blah 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 blah, and oh, he's a genius because look at what he's able to do, you know. And yeah, so it's like, you know, I'm actually a big fan of Cobra being depicted as a bumbling idiot. You can't actually have him be depicted as a mastermind. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna say for the score for this guy, you know what, he actually did impress me just with the extra articulation. Like, look at these drop down. I mean, I don't think this guy doesn't have them, or he does have them, but once again, they're kind of like limited. They're limited due to the body armor, and I think this was before. Yeah, this was before they started implementing it. So yeah, so yeah, so extra articulation points that I didn't think he would come with. All around, just a great figure, especially and I think easy to find too. As of right now, he's very easy to find. So I can't help but to give him, the retro Cobra Commander, a 9 out of 10. And yeah, that does it. For this review, guys. And yeah, oh shit, I got pure the orange and cherry flavor. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I just realized I have a whole backlog of videos I've recorded and I never uploaded. So so I guess the plan for this year is to actually just try to upload all the backlog that I have, in addition to producing new videos as well, or making new videos, I should say. And I hope you guys are in for the ride. And yeah, like over time, I'm gonna start referring to this as a new year. I feel like I'm dating myself. So I think this is like the last statement I'm gonna say about like the last year. You know, this is a fresh year. We're just 5 days into it as of right now. And yeah, so if I could sum up I hope this year for me is a lot better than last year was, because if I could sum up last year, I could sum it up in one simple way. It was a year of 2 vacations. I took one vacation and that broke me, and then I took another one and it built me. And I'm just very grateful that it happened in that order. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of these snakes, the rest of this beer. And I hope you guys enjoy yourselves as well. Till the next time, I am out, and peace.